I wanna know, can you show me? I wanna know about the strangers like me. Wait, what? There's no Phil Collins in this movie? Well, god damn it. The Legend of Tarzan is directed by David Yates. It stars Alexander Skarsgård, Margot Robbie, Samuel L. Jackson, and Christoph Waltz. This movie is not a Tarzan origin story. It's like a Tarzan sequel type of thing. This movie takes place like 10 years after the original Tarzan story that we all grown up and loved. Tarzan lives in this big castle in England. He's married to Jane. And then they find out that back in Africa, there's some corrupt stuff going on involving the slaves, and then they have to go to Africa, solve the stuff, because Christoph Waltz is the villain, and we have our movie. Now, I was mixed going into this movie, to be quite honest, because, first of all, I'm really surprised that Disney has yet to remake Tarzan, and I know this isn't a Disney movie, but, like, I'm kind of just waiting for Disney to remake it, honestly. I'm not really the biggest Tarzan fanatic, so I wasn't as excited for this, but I was more excited because of the talent involved. It's directed by David Yates. He directed the last 4 Harry Potter films, and the cast is really good too. I mean, Margot Robbie, she's life, and she's the most beautiful woman in the planet, and I want her so badly. So I went into this movie with just mild expectations, and I walked out being like, yeah, this movie was just okay. It wasn't anything special, it wasn't anything awful either, but it's a film that could have been something so much better because of the talent involved, like I said. It's directed by David Yates. What he did with Potter was awesome. So I thought he would add something great to this Tarzan storyline, and he really just did. The direction is very flat. This movie's so boring, and it's so slow, and it's so sad. Like, the biggest problem with this movie is that it's not fun. And when you go into a Tarzan movie, you're expecting something fun. Yes, he swings around with the apes and stuff. Yes, he shows off his incredible biceps and stuff, but, like, it's not fun. It's really depressing and stuff, and it's just like, oh. The story is just not really interesting. This movie's like Hook meets Tarzan. Yeah, I mean, that could be interesting, but the way it was executed in this movie just wasn't very good. And also, moving on to the visuals, I want to say this right now, this film is visually stunning. It's really good visually, and the landscapes are beautiful. They're like a nice piece of artwork. It's really good stuff, and there's a lot of CGI in this movie. And going back to the CGI on the animals is fine. It doesn't look great like the Jungle Book CGI or Planet of the Apes CGI. I wanted it to look like that, but I understand that sometimes you can't make the CGI perfect and everything. Moving on to the acting, Alexander Skarsgård did a good job as Tarzan, not only with the physicality, but his performance was pretty good. He nailed the Tarzan vibe, the look, and the attitude. Margot Robbie was great as Jane. I don't care what people say. I don't care if people are like, oh, she's just a damsel in distress. She had a lot of wit to her and a lot of, like, sarcasm to her, and it was really good stuff, particularly the sequence with her at the dinner table with Christoph Waltz. I'm just like, Margot, you're bae. Move over, Jessica. By Jessica, I mean Jessica Chastain. Margot Robbie, I love you. Mwah. That was really creepy. I'm sorry. And speaking of Christoph Waltz, I love the guy, but he has not been good really in anything outside Tarantino's films. Like, he was great in Inglourious Basterds and Django Unchained. In Big Eyes, he was Green Hornet, Spectre, he was underused in that film. And here, he's just playing the same character he played in Spectre. Just kind of a generic villain who's just there for money and stuff. It's really dumb. He has so much talent and they waste him. But thank God they did not waste Samuel L. Jackson. I was so worried about him going in because I was like, he's just going to play Samuel L. Jackson. And while he does, I thought he was the comic relief. Like I said earlier in the review, this movie's just not fun. It's kind of depressing and stuff, but Samuel L. Jackson makes it fun. There's a lot of sequences with him where he's terrified and stuff, particularly one where he has to jump like 50 feet, which I thought was really funny, and it could have been stupid, but then there was one line he said halfway through the movie that really cracked me up, and I'm like, I'm really surprised this is making me laugh. So Samuel L. Jackson was the comic relief, and he put a smile on my face pretty much the majority of the time he was on screen. But really, in the end, this film just didn't really grasp me like I wanted it to. It's not the worst thing ever, but it's not something great either. Overall, if you guys want to go see a Tarzan movie, I would say go see this in matinee. I'm going to give it a C-. Guys, tell me down below what you thought of this movie if you saw it. What do you think of any other Tarzan adaptations? What's your favorite one? I guess mine would be the Disney one because that's like the only one I've ever seen. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys soon.